So continuing on with the scan, you can see we're going to look at body fat and lean body mass control. This would, all it is recommendations of what you need to do to get this I curve, to go from the C curve and get this I curve, okay? And it might mean lose some body fat. They'll tell you about how many pounds you need to lose and what kind of lean body mass you need to gain. They're not making any recommendations for me at this time. Segmental fat analysis, like always, like most people, we carry it right in our trunk, right in our midsection. That's kind of what that's showing, and a little bit of fat in my legs. And so that's all they're saying there. Visceral fat, this is important. This is the fat that's around our heart and around our organs, and they want you at a level 10 or below. All right, if you're above that, you're unhealthy. They want you to drop it down. That means you've got a lot of fat. If you've got a lot of fat around your organs, it's going to be carrying water as well. So we want my visceral fat, you can see there is a 2, which is good. Now, we're going to close out here talking about basal metabolic rate. You can see here my BMR is 2137. So we're just going to call that 2100. I've already or 2200 over here. You can see where I wrote that. Your basal metabolic rate is how many calories you would burn if you just sat and didn't move it or do anything all day. That's basically your metabolism just burning calories by not doing anything. So you got 2200 there for me. Most people will be about 13 to 1800. And then I'll work out every day and I'll burn about 500. I go to work and probably walk around, sit at a desk a lot at my day job. So that's about 800. So about 3,000 calories a day is what I'm burning. Now let me tell you this is all formulas. It may not be actual what's happening. You can use this as a basic, but you got to understand it might not be true to exactly what's happening to you, okay? So I've got 3,000 calories possibly that I need to burn. So to lose weight, I want to get in a calorie deficit of the 3,000. So for me, I start out about 2,000 calories. The next day I do carb cycling. I'll drop down to 1,800 calories. The next day I'm about 1,500 calories. Now, if all I'm worried about is calories, then yeah, I'll lose weight. But if all I do is lose weight and I don't worry about protein or weight training, that means all I'm going to do is take that C curve and move it down to the left. But remember, we want to bring our muscle mass up and make an I curve, flatten out that C curve. The way we do that, 3 ways. Number 1, we make sure we train, use weight training. Number 2, after we train, we want to feed those muscles. We feed them with the right amount of protein. I eat a minimum of 170 grams of protein a day. So out of these calories, I make sure I hit 170 grams of protein with good, clean carbs. Third thing we want is make sure we have the right hormonal balance to support the muscle gains that we want to do. We can gain muscle without any kind of hormone enhancement or hormone replacement therapy. But if we're low, if our hormones are low, if we're deficient in certain areas, it's going to be difficult. So we try to support that if we have a deficient. We do testing, blood work, and then we try to get our hormones in line. Once we get all that working together, that's where we're going to see incredible results. So this InBody scanner has become our Bible. This is what tells us everything that's going on with our body. In recap, it tells us how much weight, body fat we need to lose to get an I curve, tells us where we can focus on, tells us how to watch our water, make sure we're drinking plenty of water. Okay? Thanks again.